What did you want to talk today? I think we talked about, you were thinking about talking about the significance of age 13.
Yeah.
About talking about Noah's flood. Um, you might have also mentioned something about a reclarification of something. Any of that
Well,
stuff sounds pretty good to me.
there were two things I wanted to clarify. That age 13 thing I've been wanting to talk about too. I don't know if I'll have time for that tonight. Okay, Romans 5. I like how that video turned out. Yeah, I like how the Romans 5 video turned out, and hopefully people understand the references I give from the one rabbi about Adam begetting mortal offspring. If you think about it enough, you can see what it means. And basically, something I didn't say, and I guess I should have, it just didn't occur to me to say it, is in verse 14 here, where it says, "Nevertheless doth reign from Adam to Moses, even over them that had not sinned after the similitude of Adam's transgression." I just wanted to clarify something here. And something we talked about a little in that video, and I'll just talk about it a little more here. There's a reason Paul selects these two men right here as his reference points. So he wants to make an argument. And so he wants to make an argument. And he picks Adam as his starting reference point. And then he picks Moses as his ending reference point. Now, I think we all can agree why he picks Moses as his ending reference point. And it's because Moses was the lawgiver. And the point he's making, he says, "For until law, sin was in the world, but sin is not imputed when there is no law." So we can see from verse 13 why Moses is his ending reference point. It's because he's referring to a time before law. But the question is, why is Adam Paul's beginning reference point? When Paul was writing this, what motivated Paul to make Adam his beginning reference point? And what everyone is assuming when we read this is the reason is because Adam was the first man. But that's not why. The reason is because Adam was the immortal man. And you can tell from the context, like we talk about in that video, you can tell from the context, the reason Paul's making this argument is because Adam was an immortal man. It's not because he's the first man. And Paul could just very easily here be singling out a particular lineage among the others. And it's just a fact. And so what I'm saying, though, isn't something that would debunk the first man exposition of the passage. It doesn't debunk it or anything, but it just provides the real context of what Paul's saying, the argument he's actually making, that the immortal man's descendants died even before law. That's the argument he's making. And once you understand that, you can see that Romans 5 isn't a passage that causes any problems for the pre-Adamite view. I'm not debunking anyone's view, just showing that it's not a problem for my view. But understanding Paul's motivation for selecting Adam and then Moses, that's important to understand the passage. So I just wanted to make a short video clarifying that point a little bit.
Sounds good. I'm also glad you noted what you said about death reign from Adam to Moses. I was kind of confused in the first video and didn't really recognize this until I rewatched when you put the video on YouTube. But at first I thought it was kind of interesting how like death stopped with, well, why did death stop with Moses? But that was, before the law was given and stuff. So I guess I just kind of wanted to note, I'm glad you mentioned that, and I just was kind of mistaken on that first video, and kind of understand why that's really not a big deal from the traditional view, like that having Moses like stop, like death stopping with Moses, like that's not really what it's talking about. And I understand why now.
Yeah, yeah, it's the lawgiver. Yeah, after I put that video together, I noticed that second part of what you had said, and I didn't quite get it at the time, but the first part was right, though. When they say, nevertheless, death reigned from Adam to Moses. No death before Adam. That part, as soon as you said that, I was like, yes, that is what they see there. And so I just forgot to respond to the rest of it. But Moses, the lawgiver, that's why.
I
You can,
totally see now.
yeah,